I've seen some pretty good stuff.
From the Lodge Mahal in beautiful Austin, Texas, it's Saturday night. Poker. It's the art of poker. Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
You see their
259 entries today. Each paid $250 for this monthly tournament called the Art of Poker. And we are down to our final 16. We have a table here in the studio under the lights. And then we have one outside. Slick Rick along with Skull Mike.
Rick, happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Kamran Mixson, 660 in his stack. He's been losing in the 1-2 challenge. Can he take down the Art of Poker? Time will tell.
Blinds are 10,000, 15,000, 15,000. We're going to see a lot of familiar faces at this table.
Yeah, Reyes, also a Lodge regular. He's had some success lately, so he's trying to take down the bag. Kamran also at this table. Not Mixson, but the other Kamran. The defending champion, so he's trying to go back-to-back with 15 remaining. And look at this. The check raise with the 5 deuce. Mixson with the stare, but only queen high. So we are in the streets early.
Reyes just needed the cameras to start rolling. Final table Kev is one of our 2 dealers today. The other one will be Pickleball Lauren. Prize pool, $52,800. The guarantee was 40, so it crushed the guarantee. You see the stacks at this table. Looks like Reyes in the 7th seed has the chip lead, closing in on 1 million chips.
$12,000 to make that upset go right away.
That is true.
2-fold, 3-fold, 4-fold, 5-fold, 7-fold.
Out on the outer table is Kai Space. She is finished the last 3 months. She's finished 10th, 9th, and 8th in this Art of Poker. So she wants the bag.
The glory, the trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. Just ask me.
Beard color the same here, or Mixson just a shade redder?
Your big blind is 30,000.
Beard color is a little bit red. It's not. He and Big Daddy Chaz have that red beard. He and Poker Trav love that red beard.
Poker Trav coming back this Thursday and Friday. Friday's game upcoming.
Just stand up.
Yes.
Could be one of the juiciest of all time.
Wow, that's bold.
So if we get the likes in early, I'll start spraying some names because I'm excited about next Thursday and Friday. It's the perfect mix. A headliner, regulars, splashy regulars, chatty regulars. Boys from Florida thinking that they can play poker, but they really can't. They're coming.
Man.
It's going to be nice.
Pedro raises here with 40% to a royal flush, and Kamran with Big Slick is going to 3-bet to 60,000. Reyes gets out of the way.
Jacks for Mixson, so
wow.
Collision incoming. Both Kamrans pretty active, but Mixson has both of these players covered in position on the button. Just gonna flat. Ace Queen, Connor in the small blind. Could definitely squeeze and jam all in if he wanted to, and that would be fine. You'd be able to sleep good at night if you choose all in here, but he can also lay it down or flat for 50 as well. So all options in play. What will Connor select?
9 call. 1 fold.
Don't know much about Christopher there in the 1 seat or Pedro here in the 2. Don't think I've ever seen these guys. But they're here at the lodge, grinding poker all Saturday afternoon into the night. Pedro, 40% to the Royal. Just 30K to call. Might as well flick it in C3 with the rest of the boys.
Yeah, getting a good price here.
Counting out his stack. Blinds here are what? 10, 15?
Yeah.
I mean, anything else but call here seems like a disaster. So just let's flick into 30 and get to the flop, Pedro. I want to get to bed early tonight.
Getting 9 to 1. 30,000 to win 270. I mean, any 2 cards, right?
Definitely the Queen 10 suited. Here we go.
A couple clubs for Pedro and top for Kamran.
Nine checks. 2 checks. Five bets. 85.
Mixson could lose the minimum here. Multi-way. No club in his hand. Likely that somebody has a king or hasn't beat, so he gets away. The ace-queen is gone, and now back to Pedro. And if he thought about that pre-flop decision for a while, we'll probably be here for a little bit on the flop.
Gonna put it all in.
2 raises all in.
And that's going to get snapped.
Kamran makes the call, so a huge pot here. Pedro looking for a club.
Some running straight cards. But would prefer the club right here on the turn.
No club there. Kamran needs to fade it or else Pedro is out. There's the club.
Nice hand.
Vamos, bro.
A little vamos for Pedro.
Vamos, so let's go.
Well, maybe
What an
Pedro,
action hand. Good night.
Seriously.
What did you guys all have?
Pedro coming from down south, perhaps, maybe. San Antonio, Mexico, who knows?
Speaking of San Antonio, do you know there's still time to get down there for the mystery bounty? There's a turbo flight
You still got tons
at
of
9:15 in the morning. There's a huge overlay brewing
Rick.
in San Antonio. What's that?
I'm going to drive down there tomorrow morning.
You gonna go for the turbo?
You want to come with me? I'm a fire bullet. It's only 300.
hand.
I know, it's great value, huge value.
She going to come with me?
No. But I will be cheering for you, Skull Mike.
Why would you not come with me? You can just go there and take selfies and shake hands. You don't even have to play. What else do you have to do tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow?
I got lots to do.
Like what?
Got a little pickleball going on, you know.
God, jeez. Ace Queen, Paco back on his horse. Giddy up, sir.
7 fold.
I may. You
What?
never
Ace
know.
Queen fold? Well, that has to be that. This is graphics are catching up here. There's no way the Ace Queen folded.
1 fold. Yes. 2 fold. 3 wins.
Okay.
I got word that both Yoda and VW Bug will not make it tonight. It's a little late for the ladies. I mean, we did come on air just around 10 p.m. DQ with the $99 super chat. Let's go, Mixson. Sandwiches on me tonight. The great DQ. You know, let me tell you something about DQ. The other night, he was here, Thursday, playing in a stream. Took more beats than any man should be forced to take. But he took it like a champ and wound up having one of the most exciting hands of the night.
Did I rub it in at all?
You did not.
35.
If those beats were vice versa, would he have rubbed it in my face?
I don't know.
The answer is yes.
He had that great call against, well, the great speech against EFAN. I missed my flush, but I hit my straight.
Get the fuck out of here. Go back to see you in California.
I know, that's all I know.
That was something.
Did you hear that guy yell? He said floor 20. He said
15 remain. I guess we had an outer table
That was pretty
exit.
good.
Started, came on air with 16 out of 259 runners.
I don't think the tournaments count for this one, do they?
Did you have to read?
I don't remember them counting for anything.
I think there's something that, oh, it's the,
When you did the register to that site, it counted.
oh, sure, but no, they count for
R301 Pirate, the
the
tournament we were
Sunday.
speaking about is the overlay of the Mystery Bounty. It's a $250,000 guarantee,
false information.
$300 tournament.
They
It's
asked
a
you
mystery
at the
bounty,
cage
so if you make
you
it to
wanted
day
to-
2, which is tomorrow, you can still get there in the morning. They'll have a turbo flight,
Free money, baby.
day 1 flight
think I've
in the
ever been
morning, and
here
then
that
go
early on
right
a
into day
Sunday,
2 in the
but-
afternoon.
I love that Sunday.
Knock
fun.
somebody out,
I just
though.
15 was.
I do too, but I
You
don't
could
ever
pull a
get here
bounty
until
worth
3
$20,000.
o'clock at least. They usually
Big
are here.
overlay in that one. So it's a good
Can't lose
value.
Early, but you can sure lose it early.
Lodge Card Club located off of Wurzbach in San
Tough when
Antonio.
You only get one rebuy in that one if you go busto. Plus you get so many chips in it.
Four and three of clubs exposed.
And the blinds are 30 minutes. So you got
Yeah, 30-minute blind. I mean, it's a better structure than this tournament is even. Prize pool is going to be smaller, but
You still win $5,000.
at least,
So
yeah, at least up top. Usually more. 6 to 7 at least.
I always
Oh,
chop.
Yoda is in chat.
We
She
get to
said
4
she
or
may
5
not
of
make
them.
it.
Yeah, let's chop. I'm tired. Sunday night football's about to come on.
Speaking of great tournaments,
So I realized the other day that really hurts your heads up game.
the Mayhem Poker Series
Yeah.
Austin
Go
is
heads
just
up.
2 days away, 48 hours from now. We'll have 10 different events
They don't realize
between
like,
November 18th and December 1st,
obviously for
including
me, if I'm playing
the main
in a
event.
tournament like that,
$1,200 buy-in,
the
$1
experience
million
playing
guarantee,
shorthanded is
folks.
worth a lot
You're
more
not
in
going
the
to want
long
to
run
miss
than it
the
is
Mayhem
an
Poker
extra,
Series
$400
starting
$400 you're going to
And it's
get
like
in
out of
about
it.
48 hours.
If you get down to four-handed, it's like you really have to modify your range.
A lot of people you see, in my experience, deep are very, 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 very lost when it gets to shorthanded at the final tables. Not just here. I mean, in
Yeah.
general, like across.
Yeah, because you just don't have experience.
Yeah,
Online's not a bad place, but
online is great to do that, but still, even.
Scola, I
even
was
that is
playing
hard to get.
for a couple hours before the show tonight. Out there right now going on, every 15 minutes they're drawing a table.
Tougher online than it is.
A lucky table, then they're going to that table with a deck
So
of
you should
cards.
take
High
advantage as
card
much as
wins
you can and
$200
use
every 15
The
minutes
80 to
from
200 person. field when
7
you're playing
p.m.
live.
to midnight. So still time to
Big
get
reason
down
why
here. My table
I
did
do
not
what I
get
do.
chosen.
Did you win any money, Rick?
I did. I
we got the four-handed.
I ended up winning $50,
So
but I
much more
was up more.
hyper-aggressive.
I made a bad
Ranges
play on
are
a bomb
so
pot.
much broader.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like my life on the stream the past 2 days. Up heaps and then back down to earth.
5 calls.
$300 buy-in, DQ. I will be down there tomorrow, DQ. So if you want to make me eggs, maybe bring some pancakes, some coffee, I'd appreciate it.
Reyes showing a lot of aggression.
5 full.
Reyes is to 190.
You know what year he graduated, Rick?
Reyes?
Yeah.
No,
You don't know?
no. Oh, he's from Hand on Shoulder University.
First WSOP circuit final table I ever
You
made.
don't know what year?
I busted in
No.
like 20
He
minutes
is
in.
far
It
and
was-
away.
it wasn't
He's
even
closing
like-
in on 1,000,000 chips.
Egregious.
Short
It was
stack at this
pretty
table is
standard
Connor
stuff,
with
but-
16 big blinds.
I told myself it was like a $200 or $400 tournament in Tulsa, and I told myself, I'm like,
See what he
I
said
ain't
down
doing
there?
that again.
I did
Next
see
time I
that,
make one of
DQ.
these,
So is your pickleball now
Gonna be,
canceled?
Damn, that's a damn good offer, DQ. Very generous offer.
You're going to say no to that offer? You're joking me, right?
40.
Let's see what time this ends tonight.
40.
40,000 to Goodster. Goodster is a fan of the Indiana Hoosiers, and he's happy for their football team this year. He raises the 40,000 back to Reyes.
4 raised to 40, 5 fold. Actions in the set.
Can he have a beer?
Yeah, you can have a beer.
Blue one. It does have to be English going forward.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks.
That's why you got that flush there.
8 fold.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, come to think about it, that's why I hit, didn't it?
Where are you from? Spain.
Spain.
Yeah, yeah.
This tournament, the Art of Poker, has been around for many years. It is a monthly occurrence.
Yep.
Very popular because it's a 40K guarantee.
But we moved here.
$250 buy-in,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I live here now.
259 entries today.
Make sure we're scanning these cards immediately, guys, as soon as you get them. Thank you. 1 raises to 30.
Man, you're needy today.
2 fold, 3 fold.
That's my son.
Yeah, I know.
John.
7 fold, 8 fold.
When I get, I'm the luckiest dad in the world, but when I get deep in a tournament, he sweats worse than I do. He gets more worried than I do.
The Goodster
You're not boss.
I'm black.
All right.
talking about his son who works here.
Did just double up.
Dealer here.
Nice roll.
Goodster brought some toys with him in seat 4.
Yeah, there's something so.
There's
fun
the
about
room
watching your
tonight.
family
It is packed,
family
folks.
Play when
Good
they're
to see the lodge just hopping as always on a Saturday night. Look at all those smiling faces. I was
Cool.
sitting in table 22 tonight.
I'm watching the stream and somebody I know. It's like,
Hello, fellas.
oh yeah, never say anything negative about.
It's
5
just
raises to 35.
in poker as an individual game. For the most part, it's rare that you actually get those opportunities.
7 raises to 125.
That's
Chip
I think what
values, the
makes-
light blue chips are 25,000. The orange chips are 5,000. The only 2 colors of chips on the table right now.
Bunch of premiums here. The Jacks, Ace Queen, and Ace King puts in the 3-bet to 125. Connor, the short stack out of the small blind. About time to send it all in. 4-bet jam. Take your shot and hope for the best.
Yeah, I know.
You have to tilt the cup. when
Table
you
feels a bit timid tonight, though. We might be here a while.
80%
Rick.
foam.
It's
He
time.
goes all
Good
in.
luck, brother.
All right, let's see what we got here.
It would be nice.
1 fold.
Going to be interesting to see what Kamran wants to do. Snap folds.
Quick fold.
Well done. Worst hand out of the 3. Reyes, the chip leader, going nowhere with the
Don't think
big
you're getting
slick,
him
so
phone.
let's get the flip over with.
Good luck on it.
50-50.
Low, baby.
Ooh, Jacks up out of their seats, a little scratch. It's kind of like the Mike. Did you see the Mike Tyson
Oh,
little
God.
cheek last night?
That was debacle.
What was that about? I mean,
Connor for his tournament life here.
Cameron
What
would
a
have picked the
sweat
queen.
flop.
All right. A little bit lower.
We don't want to see a jack anymore for Connor.
That's good.
Ace, king, or jack.
I like that.
It's what Reyes
Trying to
needs.
figure the odds.
Low,
I think it's
baby.
still 50-50.
Doesn't come. And the jacks can sit back down and win a nice 485,000
Man.
chip pot. Yeah, I was
Yeah, that was just going all in. It's
a little disappointed in everything about last night. I got home.
here's a gunner to Broadway.
First, I saw
He needs
Tyson's
a jack.
ass.
That's what I was talking about.
And then I saw buffering all night. And I'm not talking about Bruce Buffer or Michael Buffer. I'm talking about just buffering.
Some races.
Action will start in the 3.
Yeah.
Netflix was not prepared for last night. Shame on Netflix. I love you, but shame on you.
Good hand.
Five raises to 40.
Cameron's picked up some great starters to start this stream. He's got another one with Ace Jack.
8 fold,
Mixson wearing a beautiful hoodie.
9 fold,
Bought at the Lodge merchandise area.
1 calls,
They lost somebody out there.
2 fold,
It just went from 15 to 14.
Yeah, 14 now.
Congratulations, everybody. We're all 700 airs.
1 checks. 5 bets, 60. 1 calls. That would be 3.
Good luck to you, buddy.
I'm all in.
All in here from Chris.
Wow, it's a very aggressive jam here. It's going to work since Kamran just has the ace high and no spade, but only a pair of nines, no spades, just overbet sends it in.
Good luck, man.
Come, you'll be back in here in a minute.
Come here.
Kevin, how much snow is there up there?
In Breckenridge?
Yeah.
I don't know, they got hammered the week before, but when I was there, cumulative was
Okay, man.
like 24 inches of the mountain.
Pretty good for
Yeah.
this time of year.
Got lucky.
Big shout out to our stream sponsor, ClubWPT Gold.
In the 4, actions in the 5.
ClubWPT Gold is having a historic $5 million free roll out in Vegas December 13th. The only way you could be in that tournament is to present one of the golden passports. They have 2,000 of them, and the Lodge is giving away 5 every
They
week.
don't have everything open
For
yet,
your
obviously,
chance to be in the drawing, go to clubwptgold.com, use code LODGE,
Raises to 35.
I mean,
and
when I
you'd
was
be
in-
registered
we
for
went
all
to,
the Lodge drawings.
Bozeman and at the end of January or the beginning of February. And even then up there, they only had like a 24-inch base. And they got pounded like a week or 2 after that. I still went up and did a couple runs one day when we were out there.
100 more.
Raised 135 total.
Connor with the ladies makes it 135,000. Will anybody have anything to call him? Back to Reyes.
Pardon me.
7 folds, 9 wins.
Almost called you with my 9-3.
I think on the app it said the base
Almost.
was 18 inches, but
Probably would have sucked out on me.
Down to 14 players. We have 2 tables going on right now. This studio table and one right outside the door. We'll try to get some footage of the outer table. I know we've got our camera set up. When anything exciting happens out there, we will send it out there.
They already lost one, I believe, so down to 14.
Yeah.
Suited connectors,
8 raises to 35.
middle late position for Mixson. Decent stack. He's going to juice it.
9 fold. 1 call.
Christopher the wild card, from what it seems. Don't know where this man's from, but he found himself at the Lodge today. He's going to go set mining.
4 fold. 5 call. 3 players in.
Next 2 people out will receive $766, and then we'll have a little pay jump. How about a straight for Mr. Mixson? Always good to flop the joint.
We go extremely, extremely small.
30.
2 bigs.
Or 8. Seed 8 bet 30. 1 fold.
Cameron's gonna rip it, and this is gonna be night for
I didn't know you're
Cameron.
calling yet. So.
He's gonna need
A
to
7 to a
connect.
chop.
Oh, I didn't know it.
Yeah, you can go runner diamonds. I just
Yeah.
doesn't feel like it's Cameron's
Going to
time right
chop.
now, right? Unless
Runner diamond.
Cameron versus Cameron.
one with a K, one with a C. Diamond. And now he's open-ended. So what a card on the turn for Cameron. But it's over.
Good game, Cam.
Good game.
Good run for Cameron. He is a lodge regular.
Good hand, man.
And the defending champion of the art of poker will not be going back-to-back.
Yeah, it's always a sweat. Always a sweat in that spot.
Can't really fault
I knew-
him there for jamming on a
I
board.
would have said with about 98% certainty that the turn would be a diamond.
That favors the big blind's
Diamond
range.
or a 6 for sure.
Took his shot, was hoping for a full, but when
Hey, Lauren.
Cameron with a C flops the joint, that's going to be
And that's
Lights
why
out
7-8
more often than
suited
not.
Is my favorite hand.
as Kevin will leave the box and pickleball
7-8
Lauren
is my favorite hand for sure.
takes the seat.
7-8 of diamonds specifically.
Did you? I heard that Liz has now accepted her
Yeah.
her nickname, Showbiz Liz.
Yeah, it was just, why did she need to be so difficult?
She was very dramatic.
Like, what's the deal?
Mixon now the chip leader at this table.
It was gold from day number 1.
There's 6 out there. We're down to 12.
You're not going to take credit for that one, right? You're going to let me have that one?
You can have that one.
Yeah. Are you sure? You're not going to forget 2 years down the road?
No,
Because you've done that a few times.
no,
I didn't mean to
never.
needle Cam like that. I just heard you say it. and
The worst
naturally
one is your name that I gave you.
in my
You
head. It's fine.
gave credit to Jake Stein. It's not. I gave you your
He
name.
knows.
Good dude.
He knows I wouldn't do that. We played together for
Never
4 years
forget,
at this point.
Rick.
Jake Stein.
Nobody's ever
claims-
called me slick in my whole life. I'm not very slick. I'm kind of clumsy. And now, you're the slickest of all. Don't forget.
Oh my goodness.
$12 remain. Lost another one on the outer table, so starting to drop like flies. Just getting started, only 15 hands into the show, folks. Just south of 500 watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, tell a friend that we're live Saturday night. Could it be Mixson's time to take the trophy that you see
John,
right
his
there,
birthday.
spinning?
You and John have the same birthday?
Well, both on the 7th.
Oh, okay.
And then his brother, Michael, his older brother, is 17th.
Nice.
Yours might be July 7th, which is 7/7.
72.
You were born in 72?
Yeah.
I got you by 4 years.
And July.
So you got 7/7, 72.
Yeah.
Very cool.
77.
Very cool.
No, 77.
7777?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's go to Vegas. Play some slots.
Yeah, do you bet on 7 on the roulette table? I would. 100%.
School Bus checking in says he made day 2 down in San Antonio. Good luck, School Bus. Bring your yellow hood sweatshirt. Pedro with the ever attractive Jack 10 of spades. Raises to 30,000. The Pitmaster General brought his hot sauce with him.
Oh, Lauren, this table is way too big for your show. I'm so sorry.
It is nice compared to how.
Oh, it's really
was.
roomy for us, but for her, it's got
Right.
Like a rake or something.
Remember Miss Kitty? She had that little rake.
Yeah, I saw her this summer once.
Is she dealing out like in Vegas?
I think she lives in Arizona and deals over there, but she was in Vegas
She had personality.
dealing WSOP. She's the best. I like her a lot.
She was fun.
She's fun and does a good job, which is really what I care about.
7 folds, 8 calls, winds up next hand.
of garbage hands here, blind on blind, but they both connect with the 7. Likely heading towards the chop, but right now, currently, the 5 plays. Five doesn't play. We're heading towards the chop. 7s and deuces with the 10.
So here's something interesting. The 5
Wow.
is now going to play.
It will play after that run out. What a disgusting run
That
out.
is a tough run out for Mixson.
It actually played.
Connor Mixson in chat.
I had to think about it really hard to make sure that
Getting up there.
Yeah.
it did.
It's two hands you could have had.
Yeah.
7-4.
So are you coming down to San Antonio tomorrow, Ray?
One table.
Sounds like you are. You better leave straight from here, though.
Yeah, I might be heading home in an hour and a half to get some Z's.
Oh, God, now.
I didn't sleep too good last night. You know why?
Why?
I was thinking about Trey's bluff.
You were bluffed a couple times last night.
Yeah, but it was just the first one that bothered me.
You almost called.
The other two were okay. It was a good play by Efan and a nice play there by Doug.
Sergey does that shit to people all the time. I don't want to hear it.
But that one with Trey, I didn't trust my gut.
You almost called with your pair of 6s.
And that kept me up a little bit, so I didn't sleep that good last night.
Chris in the Goodster. Heads up, already 110,000 in the pot.
I check.
40.
Goodster's going to keep it up with a couple overs. And a quick fold by Chris. Down to 11 players. When it gets down to 9, we will have our final table, folks. We will play until there's a winner tonight. There's that beautiful trophy right over the right shoulder of the Goodster. It's spinning on its pedestal.
Why does Maestro Matt Sweeney put that computer there for the clock? And it malfunctions every time.
It goes on.
Every show he puts it in there, it lasts for about 15 seconds, like a young slick Rick.
And then it goes straight to the
Yeah, the home screen.
home screen.
Yeah.
$432 people joining us here on Saturday night. Poker at the Lodge, little tournaments. We got a lot of tournaments coming up your way on our stream. We surpassed 200,000 subscribers this week and our 4th anniversary all in 1 week. Thank you, everybody. But we've got a lot of tournaments coming up for you because of the Mayhem Poker Series, which starts in basically on Tuesday. Ten events, 1.3 million in guarantees. To find out which event works best for you, go to our website, thelodgepokerclub.com.
You got like 12 walks earlier in a row.
Poobah
No respect.
is in chat.
I wouldn't
Joe
have to walk
Strazera.
either.
What's up, Joe? Good evening.
Pedro will take it down. Yeah, a lot of money has been given away. Of course, you know, last night we had the Lucky Table giveaway, 7 p.m. to midnight. Today, 7 p.m. to midnight, giving away $200 every 15 minutes.
I would have called the floor so fast to get you.
That's $4,000.
Another
Just-
elimination.
Leave it.
11
Leave
remaining.
it above that.
Just giving money away here at the lodge. Plus, you got the bad beat, which is
No matter what happens. it's
sitting
been a
at
really fun tournament.
210,000, almost
Let's
211.
call 211.
211,000. I mean, the value of playing in the room right now.
A lot of action.
That's why it's packed.
You think you're going to know the person who nails that bad beat?
Oh my goodness.
Is it going to be a random? Is it going to be a regular? Is it going to be a good buddy? Will it be me?
I want to say it's going to be somebody like Larry, you know, a lodge just
1-2 grinder, OG.
just original OG.
OG, 3-digit member. Sub 1K member. They should get a
Very
bonus.
smart.
For every number you.
Yeah, you get a bonus.
So here we go. Goodster and
I
Pedro.
watched it happen.
140,000 in the skillet. Lauren gives us 3. And both players got shot to Broadway.
Check. Call.
Snap call from the Goodster.
If you're not leaving, if you could sit down, because it hurts the
I can't stretch my legs.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Okay.
You can, if you do, just go against the wall, there's a camera right behind you.
Go right up against this area?
Yeah, you were just blocking that camera.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No assistance here on the turn. Let's see what Pedro wants to do after he got called before he can even put the chips in the middle. He slows down. And the 10 comes
Wow.
in for Mr. Good.
And he checks.
Diamonds also get there, board paired.
Yeah, but
So the straight,
Oh, damn it. Get into me.
vulnerable, but he was trapping.
He
Pedro does
was.
not fall for it.
Full house.
I'd believe it.
And check.
461 tuning in right now. Just passing
Oh, I thought for sure
10:30
you were gonna
p.m.
barrel there. I thought you had an ace
Central
in there,
Time.
man.
Let us know where
Yeah,
you're
you-
watching from.
Obviously.
Good discipline. Good no bet.
Yeah. River.
Have the rules been set yet for the J-Win E-Fan brawl?
Yeah. It's a 25-50 match, Rick,
Yeah.
with a 20K stop loss. We're going to play for 5 hours until
Someone has it all.
the clock runs out. Coming soon to a lodge live stream near you.
Seeing if I scan them, if they change.
E-Fan's been
No.
catching strays left and right on the stream lately.
Didn't know.
People want his head on a stick. Before he heads out to LA, they want to behead the poor man with one of his young machetes that he grew up in the mean streets of China with. We're going to find out. Who you got? Jay or Eric, a.k.a. McLuffin, a.k.a. Wenbin?
When you're doing
I'm gonna
something,
take
I would give you
J-Win.
$1 for a water.
You know, I've asked
So much.
a lot of people that question,
Yeah.
and not one person has taken E-Fan.
I love E-Fan, but I'm going to take J-Win. Dwight Smith from Gerald. Patrick from Fairfield, California. Thank you. Parker from Nova Scotia, Canada, home of
I
locks.
take my chips. I'm not giving you money.
Michael Lemire from San Bernardino.
And the wallet?
Mark, watching from Redding, California. David is a Yinzer, watching from Pittsburgh. Thank you all for tuning in. Christopher with the Jiggities.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
I see Kiwi Colleen, our #1 fan from Wellington, New Zealand. We love Kiwi Colleen. New poll here. Who wins the heads-up battle? Jaywin, Efan, or Chatsville? Dr. Chestpain from Northern Virginia. Jack from Dallas, Texas. That's where they had the fight last night, or I guess you could call it a fight. Cowboys for Reyes. He has been pretty aggressive so far through 24 hands. 11 players remain. 259 entries.
Suck, 18.
52,000 in the prize pool. Space Coast watching from Golden Oak. What's WDW? Do not know. Suresh from Round Rock. Folks, still time to get to the lodge. An hour and a half left of the promotion. Every 15 minutes, we're giving away $200 to a lucky player.
That is neat. Bet they paid significant.
Reyes just had kings. Now he's got the tanks.
Excuse me.
This is tournament poker sometimes. You go several hands without seeing a flop.
Yeah, we're short-handed right now, 2 tables, 11 players. So what do we have? We got 6 and 5.
My friend Guy from Ottawa, Canada, checking in. Howard from Asheville, North Carolina. WDW is Walt Disney World. I would have never guessed that in 1,000 tries.
Sometimes scan them when you throw them perfectly on the scanner. Thank you.
You see everybody's chip stacks right at the top of your screen there, anytime you want to see who has what.
And they're all relatively close. Close enough minus Reyes, who's separated himself from the field.
Yeah, blinds right now, 10, 20, 20. So 40 big blinds for Reyes.
Yeah, and it's pretty brutal in this tournament to play all day. Yes, you've made the money. That's an accomplishment. But when you're so close to 12, 13, sometimes 20 grand in this tournament, and you find yourself eliminated in 11th, 10th, right before the final table, that's a tough pill to swallow. So none of these gentlemen want to be that guy going home. Blind on blind action. Nowhere to hide. Nobody has anything. Pedro not going to chase the wheel draw. He's gone.
Thank you, ma'am.
UL from Long Island, where
Home.
Skull grew up.
Home of one Skull Mike, yes. One Alex Foxen.
A lot of people live on that island.
One Bryn
It's
Kenny.
pretty long.
A lot of poker players. I think I'd take Long Island against the world
Wow.
in a poker matchup
Wow.
competition. And I'm serious about that, not just because I'm biased, but the resume is long. The bullpen's deep.
Races to 55.
You and Adam Sandler could show up and maybe, you know, represent New Hampshire if you'd like, but it'd probably be a short stint.
I don't even want to tell you who else is from New Hampshire.
I don't want to know.
Poker player.
Oh, God.
Kind of shunned. Howard Lederer.
The professor. Your boy.
He and his sister, Annie Duke, were from New Hampshire.
Ten eight. Pretty good.
Mixson will
Probably was gonna win.
take down the
Queen
blinds,
deuce, I was not going to it.
and we will move right along.
Squeeze.
Pretty easy decision.
Have a break in about an hour and a half. Every 2 hours, the players will take a 15-minute break. They've already taken their dinner break.
Fine. Fine.
Yo, talk to me. Come on. Say something. What's your favorite color?
Green.
Corduroy.
Saw TJ Cloutier
Favorite color
last weekend,
color of
Choctaw.
money, I can tell.
Wow, he's got to be pretty old right
That
now.
guy he just grinds up there nonstop. And he seemed sharp, you know, very sharp.
He's got to be in his 80s.
Older.
90s?
11.
Let's take a look.
We're going to see a flop here. There's the king for Connor.
Is this our trophy? It changes everything.
He's 85.
Yeah.
That is really nice looking.
Connor doesn't like that ace, but he's got the check mark.
Look at the colors. Is it
See if
backlit from
Mixson
that? We need
will
to
try
stand with it.
something. He was going to try to take a stab at this.
Wow.
Going to bet 25,000.
I need it.
Last time
Connor's going to come along.
it was me and the he deals here now.
Mixson hits a
But anyway,
pair.
I gave him the trophy and I took the headphones. And we chopped 12 page. Dang. His wife's a comedian.
Oh, it's Sean.
Sean, thank you. Brain fart. Yeah.
Mixon's going to fire out 80,000.
She's so close.
Yeah, she's fun.
And it's going to be tough for Connor with that ace out there on the board.
They're good people.
Sean's a good dude. Alexander Hamilton.
He's going to make the call. And he's going to take down 270,000 chip pot. Mixon went for it there.
TJ Cloutier, third all-time on the money list for Texas poker.
Must be down to 10.
$10.5 million
Good luck
for
out
TJ.
there, bro.
I believe he sold
See you in a
his
minute. Hope.
bracelet.
6 bracelets.
I think he sold them.
You know who's fourth on the Texas all-time money list?
Doyle Brunson.
Doyle Brunson's in 8th with 6.1 million. But in 4th place, you know him well, one Douglas Polk with 10.4 in earnings.
There he is.
Warren, you've done a fantastic job making
How
it
about
easy
this?
to
Number
fold.
9,
Thank you.
all-time Texas earnings.
That's just as important.
You know him. You love him. He might stick around. He might just jet out the door and watch the stream on his plane.
Bill Perkins.
Bill Perkins with 5.4 million in tournament earnings. Number 6, Keith Tilston. He's played on the stream, 7
Yes.
million.
Hey, you want to get me one of these? Yeah.
Plaid, he told us.
Why are you drinking fancy stuff? Our time.
Because it's expensive. I gotta drink the expensive stuff.
You're bougie.
Showbiz Liz in chat. How you doing, Liz?
Why are you drinking the
Pedro.
fancy stuff? Come on, man.
It's time for her to change her name in chat. It's official. We might as well make it official. I'm not gonna beat around the bush anymore. Just Liz. Who's Liz in chat? I don't know who Liz is. I know Showbiz.
Pedro's going to make the call here, and we're going to see a flop. And there's the 9 for Reyes.
Reyes top pair. Gonna put in a sprinkle. Pedro with the overs, some backdoor opportunities. A little bit more than he'd probably want to see, but could peel one here. See if he can improve on the turn.
What's the code?
I got it.
Pat's got it.
I owe $1 from, well, actually I only have a 5, but I trust you.
I got a 1.
For me?
Yeah.
Show some leg and you'll get a 1.
From the other, okay, yeah.
Now you owe me a 1.
Now I'm on the one. Yeah. Bring it on. Yeah.
Thanks, Sean.
I haven't brought your chips over.
I know. That was very nice of you. That was. That was. You earned your $1.
You earned it.
So far, Pedro has been the one who has been the human rain delay.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit of time here.
Pretty good return for him. Pretty good return for him. So I'm sure he's
Allegedly.
shown more for less.
And he finally decides
That's
he's
what
going to
we
come along with the overs and backdoor possibilities. That's going to shut it down. Reyes with the check mark.
Love to see a little trap, but it's not really Reyes' style.
Hammer's got pretty pink socks on.
Yeah, he does. Saw that.
And if you were to be betting here, I would go on the very small side. This is a little bit too big. Would have gone something like quarter, maybe 30% pot. Nothing Pedro can do here now, and this tank here on the turn is not really necessary unless he wants to try and think about representing a 9. But he's not going to do that. He's gone.
During that hand, another player was eliminated. So we are down to 10, which means the next player that is eliminated, we will
FT bubble.
gather everyone to the final table. Once you make it to the final table, you're guaranteed $1,136, but what you're playing for, $12,969 up top, beautiful trophy, and a pair of headphones. That's kind of been the tradition, the headphones. Give away 52 headphones a year for 6 years. We've given away
52 what?
headphones every art of poker, right? I'm sorry, it's once a month. So we've been 12, 12 a year.
You slept good last night? Oh, Lord.
I thought we gave.
How many
yeah,
years did it take us to graduate, Rick? 7?
Yes. A lot of people go to college for 7
Yeah,
years.
doctors, lawyers. Queens for Mixson. How about poker commentators? They can get out in 4, can't they? They usually get out in 1 or 2 and just skip the rest. Mixson with the queens. Loving life here from the cutoff.
Ooh.
Good luck, Cameron.
going for it.
Yes, sir.
All in for his 490.
I hadn't looked yet, though.
And Reyes
Not calling with the ace-9. Gone.
gonna fold.
I would like to see it, too.
Ace 9.
Poobah. I thought, for some reason, I thought it was a weekly. It's a monthly event, the Art of
I wanted
Poker.
to see what Mixson for.
12 sets of headphones times 6, 72
Check it out on the
headphones given
stream,
away
bro.
in the lodge.
You can see it on
History.
the stream,
Maybe we should give
bro.
away headphones for the free roll. That's more your speed, huh?
That's every week.
Every
Pretty
Tuesday
good.
night.
Better
Do you
than
know
ace-9.
what's coming up on the 30th of this month? Just 2 weeks from tonight,
I think I
6 years ago,
what I had now, already.
Slick Rick punched into the lodge for the very first time.
Video evidence.
6-year anniversary, work anniversary here at the lodge.
I heard that game didn't last too long.
That was,
It's a slow game.
that was a great night. You can listen, you can almost hear the announcement of the lucky table, lucky seat giveaway that's happening right now. Every 15 minutes. Reyes is going to win with his deuces.
Got me. That's why you raise. A little blind. Good in.
Thank you.
Did we mention that Odds Bar and Bistro is opening up? Soft opening probably this month. Open to the public next month. You'll be able to eat great food right from your seat.
I actually was in there yesterday, Ray. And for the first time, I'm like, wow. This place is almost ready.
It's coming together. Cannot wait. Of course, Odds Bar and Bistro is located in the original lodge right next door to where we're sitting right now.
And yesterday, I didn't think that for the first time as well. Usually when I go
Oh,
in there, I'm like, oh, this is where the stream table
No,
was.
yeah.
This is where I used to play poker for 8 hours a day. I didn't think of it like that. I thought of it like a restaurant.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful place. Great food, great times. It's going to be fun. We're going to be, after the stream, we're going to be able to go over there for a beer maybe.
I did too. but
You're gonna go over there,
Post-stream giveaway.
you're gonna go over there for a beer after the
I
stream.
had a weird feeling
Maybe.
about that one.
Once every
Suited connectors,
8
I'm
weeks.
like, they get me in so much trouble.
Me too. They get me in a lot.
Go
of
there for the little crown, splash of water,
I have a feeling I'm going to be in there a lot.
eating
Get me
sal.
out of trouble too. Like, when I get
I
I'm
in.
not
delivered,
necessarily
once
always
or
eating,
twice,
just
too,
going
but
in there. It's going to be a gathering place,
Statistically, I think they get me into more than they get me out of.
like Cheers.
Straight flushes don't seem to come very often.
2 4s, 7 raises to 45, 8 4s.
Next player eliminated, we will have a final table and move everybody in here to the studio.
The Oaks.
No, man.
You hear the clock. We're about to raise the blinds. Blind levels will increase. And there's the lodge cam. Look at all those smiling faces. A packed house on a Saturday night. A lot of poker going on.
Maybe.
It's a great thing to see.
Frozen.
Yeah.
If you've never been to the lodge,
I wonder if they'll put the
we'd love to have you here.
the that screen back up on that one.
6, 7 folds. 8 folds.
5 players on both tables right now, waiting till we get to the final. Came on air 35 hands ago with 16 players. Already 6 players has been eliminated.
9 raises to 50.
Well, you haven't done it yet. I should thank you yet.
2 folds.
Okay, day 2.
So blinds are up. 15, 30.
Blinds are up now 15,000, 30,000, 30,000. Buying for this tournament, it's $250, right?
They'll redraw.
$250?
Yes.
52,000 in the
To
prize
put it on
pool.
that screen until I know if I'm still going to be on this side of the table. That it was on the computer at the beginning, but
You got
So
30
every
minutes.
orbit, you're putting 75,000 of your chips in, whether you want to or not, through the blinds.
Can't believe you turned down $300, right? I've never seen you do that in my life.
9 raises to 65.
You'd let me slap you in the face with baby powder for 300.
It's just the timing.
You don't sleep.
I would have gone down today.
Yeah, you go down tomorrow. And the turbo's more your speed, too.
That is true.
How would you have
And then all you need to do is knock one person out, and you like bounties are good for your style as well. I'm not, you know, blowing smoke here.
for this incredibly
Spitting facts.
expensive Annie and blind.
As Pedro in the blender for the umpteenth time, but he rips the 10-6 here on the FT bubble out of the small, just not buying the raise from Connor. So a ballsy move here from Pedro, and it will get the job done. Bravo, Pedro. Haven't seen a Hollister sweatshirt, though, in about 16 years. Not sure if that's his son's or what, but looks good. He's making it work. He's here. He's playing. He's grinding.
Is that the store in the mall that stinks like bad cologne?
Yeah, there's music.
It just stinks in there.
There's music blasting about 12 levels too high, and there's like a surfboard in your face. Yeah, that's the store.
Looks like a nightclub.
Yeah. It's 12-year-old boys running around buying baggy shorts. Yeah, that's the store, man. Did you shop there too?
No, I just walked by there and I go, what is that smell?
Oh, this isn't Tommy Bahama. Where am I?
Connor with the jiggities. And Pedro with the Gretzky. Here we go, folks.
Yeah, let's see this. If Pedro's ripping the raggedy hand he had last hand here, now with the Gretzky's, would Connor be raising light? Back-to-back hands? He is in position here, but he rips it. One jack dead as the Goodster folds to jack. Looks like Reyes has a decision now. There's no decision here. This is an easy fold. He's gone.
Back to Connor.
Count, please.
Asking for a count. This would be, he's got Pedro covered, so this would be for Pedro's tournament life.
530.
530.
Yeah.
Pretty much for Connor's entire stack, but
Call.
There's the call.
here we go.
Biggest pot of the stream so far, 1.1 million.
Come on, Jacks.
Pedro looks thrilled.
This is for his tournament life.
My bad.
Connor, please sit down.
The tension.
Pedro needs a 9.
Palpable.
There's the 9! And not a flinch. Didn't even flinch.
Cooler.
530. Oh, that stings.
I saw
A little emotion.
I
Let's see
saw
if we can detect anything
a little head nod,
in slow motion.
a little raise of the eye. Up there, up there. Still here. Stick around. New chip leader. My name's Pedro.
And in the meantime, Connor's on fumes.
When we played this game, right? Everybody knowingly signed up.
I go home to my wife with these stories every day, and she said, "You know, it's called gambling, right? It's
Right?
got my money in good.
No.
It's gambling."
Won 2 big coin flips, couldn't win the one where I was ahead.
Yeah, you had him dominated, really.
Yeah.
65-35.
Good flop, too.
Yes, suits were irrelevant.
So Connor now down to 3 big blinds.
Chipping a chair, baby.
Oh, yeah.
He will be looking to shove.
Just ask Pat. He's the pro.
God.
He's down to.
It's been down and up.
What'd
and
you
down.
have, like 45K or something at the low point?
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's the shove. Will Pedro complete the act and eliminate Connor in 2 hands?
Debating, raising, and isolating. Just gonna make the call. Gonna invite the big blind in if he chooses. Kamran, Mixson, suited queen. Not gonna make the
All right, maybe
call
I can
for
get some of it
65.
He's got a monster, I bet.
Pedro out in front here with his king 10, dominating Connor.
Little surprised Kamran folded there.
Hard to see.
Would have considered calling there to try to eliminate a player.
Get lucky.
Now Connor just heads up, dominating and crush. Needs some hearts or the 8.
10 for both players. Open ender for Pedro.
That's what I was looking for. 8.
Looking for an 8 and an 8 only.
Oh, my God.
There's the 8!
Call for it, and it shall arrive.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Neither player wants to go home.
It is something.
We had a chance to eliminate a player the last 2 hands and
alive.
couldn't do it, Skull.
And Pedro, more emotion
Hey, get your
out of the
heart
river,
baby.
suck
Down
out.
it.
This is the, we're both drawn to, I guess I had 3 outs and 2 outs.
Wow.
Jeez. What a mess.
Both players drawing oh so slim. Pedro wins the big one. Connor wins the small one, but we are still
Yeah, because there weren't even chop outs.
5-handed in the feature.
Yeah.
It was above
Or the,
everything else
yeah,
on the board.
yeah.
Connor now with
Yeah,
9
3
big
outs
blinds. Still not
Yep. I'll take it.
Got there.
in the best shape.
He had 2 outs a minute ago. Twice. Got there.
That he did.
It goes back and forth. No, thank you.
This tournament is going on tonight, so we are live from the lodge in Austin, Texas, coming up on 11 p.m. Central Time.
See how
It's
that
not.
walk works? You see how that walk works? It's a second time.
Yeah. It does make me feel better that it was not a monster.
I see
He had me crushed.
something else.
Oh, man.
Close to 600 people watching on this Saturday night.
Yeah.
$80.
Four raises to 80.
Goodster with big slick suited. Makes it 80,000. Mixson now with an ace on the button. He will lay it down, and round the table we go.
9 folds. Two folds.
Screw it.
There's the outer table. We got Hammer Deal in the tournament tonight. Look at Ricky.
Ricky alive. He's got a lot of chips, does Ricky. Not too familiar with many of those players on the outer table.
Chi Space Ace no longer in. She was the last woman standing.
Yeah, one would think that Mixson, Ricky would be the favorites, but though Reyes and Pedro, very healthy stacks.
8 raises to 60.
So you see the power here of being the aggressor or being the one getting involved after somebody opens. So Mixson on the previous hand lays down the ace-9, but here he opens it and he takes it down.
See a great shot of the studio, and right outside the studio is a bunch of merchandise you can purchase. Mixson's got something on right now.
Raises to 60.
He's got the tanks, going to raise to 60,000.
Connor has a hand he'd like to play, but off of his stack, it's got to go into the muck.
I call.
Goodster with a pocket pair of his own. Going to make the call. And Reyes with the Cowboys. It's crazy how this happens sometimes. You go through 10 hands of nothing, and then boom.
Yeah, not a huge fan of the flat there from Goodster, out of position in the small blind off of about 14, 15 bigs. It's very hard to play sixes out of position, and you invite the big blind into a hand. He just happens to have a monster hand here, but he could have been seeing a flop for a lot cheaper, and it'd be hard to win with a hand like sixes. But here Reyes with the goods, which what could be perceived from Mixson as a squeeze spot from the big stack. I mean, 10's very, very strong.
He's got 475,000. He lays it down.
Yeah, he lays. That's an outstanding laydown
Wow.
off of 15, 16 bigs. A large majority of players would just rip those 10's and not give Reyes credit for a large holding. And you only have
I'm supposed
15
to jam
bigs.
here, but I'm not gonna.
You think 10s is a premium. 10s are a very strong hand. You're short-handed at this table, 5-handed. But on the FT bubble with some pay jumps in play, Mixson's
That's how
going
you
to
know
pick a
before you
better
flip it.
spot.
It's a top 5 hand, right? Pocket
Yeah.
Unless you
10s?
had sixes too.
Like I said, you'd see a lot of people go with that hand. And maybe sometimes Mixson does and sometimes he doesn't. But gets away at a great time because he would have been likely
3,
the
4,
FT
5 of
bubble boy.
spades.
Yes. Well, that's what makes him so good.
Do not be prepared.
Thought we were going to have fireworks on that hand. All in here for Connor. He's playing like he's double parked in this position.
Yeah, I thought we'd be down to 9, 8, 7 by this moment, but nobody wants to die.
This would be for more than half of Mixson's chips.
Don't think he's calling.
The last time I pulled an 8 on a club, had like 7 times.
Tenth place will walk out of here with $925.
And that's disappointing when you're close to the top. So more of a reason there for Mixson to let it go. And he wants to be the one pushing chips around, not being the one having chips shoved on him. Blind on blind. Mixson's just going to shut it down. Connor won't be calling with the Jack-9 off. Nice play there from Kamran. I don't know if I'm feeling the Tabasco hot sauce protector, though.
You don't like it?
No. Don't like it.
All in with ace deuce. Will anybody find anything? No. And Connor's making moves here. If you want to play on the Lodge live stream, get in touch with Skull Mike on his Instagram or Twitter at Skull Mike Poker, or email him, skullmike@thelodgepokerclub.com. Let him know when you're going to be in town. Start the conversation. One thing, though, we could make you a star. All in again, Connor. Third time this orbit.
You tell me what I gotta do.
Works every time but the last time. Remember, he was down to 3 big blinds after that big hand against Pedro. Now Connor has about 15 big blinds. A little less. I want to thank Jim Bonix, the Oprah of Chatsville, for filling in as a moderator tonight. Jerky King pops in the chat. Couple clubs for Mixson. Reyes with his jack. Gonna fire out 30,000. Remember those light blue chips are 25,000. Orange chips are 5,000. Mixson's gonna come along looking for a club. There's the club. Mixson with the nut, with not the nut flush. He's got the check mark though. Second nut flush. But it's good enough. He's got the check mark.
Got 40.
Mixson will take hand number 48 down, and we will move right along. Two dealer rotation today. Final table Kev and Pickleball Lauren are two dealers. Brittany, the chairmanator, is our game host today. Slick Rick and Skull Mike's around here somewhere. Skull Mike might have to go home early. If he's going to drive down to San Antonio to play the Turbo Mystery Bounty Tournament down at Lodge Card Club San Antonio. Starts at 9:15 in the morning. There's an overlay, folks. So if you can make it to San Antonio, 9:15 a.m. for the Turbo. Lines cut in half, time of levels cut in half. All in here for Connor with King Queen.
I gotta count one.
Mixson's going to ask for a count.
You want to count?
Kai Space Ace in chat. Last woman standing. Always running deep. Always running deep. Mixson thinking it over here. Mixson doesn't like it, but he's definitely going to fold there. And Connor back to 445,000 chips. It's a little less, just a little bit less than what he had after that big hand with Pedro on hand number 37 when Pedro turned his a 2-out. There's your stacks. The Goodster now is the short stack at the table, 11 big blinds. Final table Kev. Back in the box. The Mayhem Poker Series main event coming in less than a week, November 20th through the 25th. This week, get on down to the Lodge. $1 million guarantee, $1,200 buy-in. The Mayhem Poker Series is back in less than 48 hours.
140.
4 raises to 140. 7 fold.
It is the table on the wall. The table on the wall over here. It is going to be table number 23.
9 folds.
Thank you, Kevin.
Action from the 7. Seven folds. 8 fold. 9 fold. 2 balls.
Pedro in the small blind is going to come along.
140.
But Goodster in the big blind is going to raise here with ace-6. Has Pedro dominated. Labdwakin says he's going to come to the lodge in February. Are you coming to the lodge in February for the 500K? As we look at the trophy, the LCS Lodge Championship Series will be back early next year, February 26th. The main event is February 26th through March the 3rd. $2 million guarantee, so get it on your calendar now. Lodge Championship Series. But first, the Mayhem Poker Series is this week.
7 checks.
Always something good if you're a tournament player. Here at the Lodge for all the information. At least 3 tournaments every single day as we see an all-diamond flop. Goodster with
40.
the key card, the ace of diamonds in his hand.
7 folds.
Thank you, sir.
Lodge located in Austin, Texas. We have 2 clubs,
Quiet in here,
Austin
guys.
and San Antonio. If you're flying in from out of town, you'd fly into Austin Bergstrom International Airport.
How long's home?
Get in your car or Uber and
Like
travel
6
about
weeks,
30 minutes.
Something like that, I think.
And you'd be playing cards at the
He landed
lodge.
hard on that.
Depending on what time of
Good, though.
day.
That's
Could take you
OKC,
40 minutes.
Oh,
right?
yep. I'm glad that you knew how long he was out. Mavericks is Joker.
Nope, Luca.
Okay. I get
Joker's
those
on
two
the Nuggets.
I get those two confused. 7-foot wide guys. They all look alike.
2 raises. It's 70. 4 folds.
Oklahoma City is good.
They are good.
Even without him, they small ball there. The SAG kid is just freaking amazing.
Yeah, he's good.
8 folds. 2 wins.
Blinds are about to go off.
20, 40.
Go up. Tony Montana asked, does the lodge also have a hotel? We don't have a hotel, but there are probably 100 hotels within
The first
10, 15-minute drive of here. A lot. We do have some relationships with hotels, and Jim Bonnick's just put a
Shadow,
link.
you had it right.
We have some discount opportunities with 4 or 5 hotels in the area. But if you are looking, if none of those look out, look for North Austin or Round Rock, and you'd be really close to our club. Even if you wanted to stay in downtown Austin, many people do to get a taste of the downtown Austin experience. Short Uber drive away.
All in.
All in here from Connor. And Mixson will once again fold. Connor's gone all in probably 6, 7 times already through 54 hands. Still at 10 players, folks. We started today's stream with 16 players and got down to 10 pretty quickly, but nobody wants to leave. Blinds now at 20,000, 40,000, 40,000.
7 raises, makes it 110. 8 fold. 9 fold. 2 fold. 7 less.
Reyes still the big stack at the table, 925,000. Mixson now is the short stack, sitting right at 10 big blinds.
Call.
There's the raise from Goodster in the big blind. Blind on blind action here.
Last time.
I had a good hand, or I wouldn't have done. You have way too many chips for me to play at that.
I'm joking.
I promise. Now, when you give me a walk, then it's all, you know, rainbows and.
Next time is walk immediately.
I had ace 10 or
Immediately
ace
walk.
9 or something that was 5-handed is pretty good, so.
Sure.
Here's a big one.
Yeah.
Trust me, you got way too many chips for me to mess around with.
Raises, makes it 375. 9 folds. 2 folds. 4 folds.
Mixson's going to drag a pot.
Actions in run.
You wanted something to do in there?
No, I got one too.
9 folds.
Scratch all these.
2 raises. 80,000. 4 folds.
That version of that hand,
Reyes with the bullets,
and there's evidence.
wearing the Oakleys,
Right.
and he announces raise. Pedro already made it 80,000. Let's see what 270 is what Reyes makes it. And Pedro has been folding to the raises from his buddy next to him, Goodster. Let's see if he'll fold here. He does. We'll lay it down.
I just saw the guy that was at our table walk past. I wonder if he's just going to get a drink or. Yep, he's going back.
Somebody.
Goodster always a little bit more chatty than the rest of the bunch at the table. What a comeback for Connor.
Yeah, he was down to 3 big blinds.
Yeah, under the gun. And now back to 370K, being the big blind here. These boys really picking their spots on the FT bubble. One more elimination, we get down to 9, redraw at the final table. Everybody get a new seat, get comfortable again, and then set their sights on the big money. See the stacks, Reyes, been the chip leader pretty much the entire way. Mixson now 10 BBs.
And the blinds keep going up.
At 2040 right now. Wouldn't mind the jam here from Pedro. Reyes could be opening up the lightest with the big stack out of position 7s. Reyes, just take it down right now, Pedro, with the jam. How's all in sound? All in, buddy? All in.
He is going to put it all in.
Took him a little while to get there, but
Reyes is going to ask for a count.
why are we asking for a count? We're going to call off 635 with Jack 7 suited and risk the majority of our stack and the chip lead. We're not doing that, Reyes. We don't need a count.
635.
We don't need a count. You just let me know when he folds, all right, Rick?
We got a couple players here that are extremely deliberate in their actions.
Okay.
As we approach midnight, these players have been playing since noon today, so
You think they want to get home
yeah.
to the wife and the kids? Or maybe they want to be like you, Rick, and never, ever leave the lodge. Outer table action. We do have an all-in.
Actions in 7.
And do we have an elimination? No, we don't. We're still 10.
Try and get some sympathy.
That's
from the
Chad,
guys in ICU
longtime
3 days
dealer
ago.
at the lodge.
I'm old and feeble. You guys are trying to take my chips.
You're doing just fine over there.
On the good side, Baptist Scott and White's hospital is really good, and their ICU and everybody was just fantastic.
Glad you're doing okay.
Yep. We'll know what was wrong in about a week.
Goodster had a little episode, it sounds like.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Seems like his old cheery self.
8 raises.
Not all in, but a ton of Mixson's chips are committed. He's going to raise to 355,000, leave him 50,000 behind. And over to Goodster in the big blind. Will lay it down.
Cold and cold. The suit and everything. I
will
thought
not
that would
call.
be poetic.
That would be very poetic. I wouldn't have blamed you either.
7-8 of diamonds, right?
Yep.
Oh, I never know.
That's the best hand.
I had pretty
was
young thing.
tempted.
PYT.
I call.
I
I was tempted.
fold.
A muck.
So they can't even see.
I don't think it would be great in that spot, though.
I don't think
against
the
pocket
ruling on
tens.
that would be very
Pretty
good.
good, pretty easy fold on it.
People is such a person they are. Really? So many times, you know.
Eight fold. 9 fold. 2 raises to 80.
I'm all in.
4 raises all in.
All in for Goodster here with ace queen.
7 fold.
Count this.
$430.
Pedro with a suited ace here.
Oh, so
Gonna make the call.
Good luck, fellas.
And this is for the Goodster's tournament life.
I'm standing up.
A
I'm moving
huge
to the
pot.
wall, 'cause I cannot sit down for these.
Goodster's in good shape.
nine, 2, or 3. 9, 3, 4. 9, 3, 4. Oh.
Full double up for Goodster as he approaches 1 million in chips. And now he is the chip leader at this table and perhaps the entire tournament. Sit back down, sir, get comfortable.
Get your heart pumping.
For sure.
4.
Good job there, Goodster.
It's okay. Nice guy. Very nice guy.
Thank you, Kevin.
Who specifically requested the name Goodster today. He pulled me aside and said, please have the graphics say Goodster.
Kind of like it.
I think that's what they used to call him. He said he used to play
Congrats,
some
gentlemen.
sort of video game.
So we can go.
Looks like we have just on the outer table lost one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pause. We are down to 9, so we have our final table. We will take a brief break here. While we do that, before we do that, let's hear from our stream sponsor, ClubWPT Gold.
$5 million free roll. 2,000 players converge on December 13th in Las Vegas. One person will win $1 million. Will it be you? Sign up now at ClubWPTGold.com using code LODGE and be one of 5 people to win their passport this week.
ClubWPT Gold is giving away $5 million in the form of a free roll on December 13th. The entry is free but requires a golden passport. Only 2,000 of those will be given away. For your chance to win a golden passport, the Lodge is giving away 5 each week. Go to ClubWPTGold.com and use code LODGE. And you'll be eligible for all of the drawings. We are in a slight break here as the players are going to be seated at the final table.
Yeah, it gives us a good chance to look at these payouts. See, nothing really too exciting from 9th, 8th, and 7th. But once we start getting down to 6, starts to get a little bit more serious. $800 pay jump, $1,200 pay jump, $1,600 pay jump, and a couple $1,000s. No discussions on any chops. I know some of these players like to play till the death. I saw Ricky Hurst survive, so we're going to have an FT with Ricky, Mixson, and some other gentlemen with a bunch of chips. So should be an exciting finish as we approach midnight here, Saturday night here, Austin, Round Rock. And don't forget, folks, the mystery bounty.
Yeah, overlay alert.
Head on down to the San Antonio Lodge mañana for the 9:15 turbo flight. Reg will be open until 10:30. I'm going to be there. Say hello to me if you see me on the streets. And hopefully I make day 2 and can eliminate somebody.
Skull is going to head down there, have a little breakfast taco. You know, the only place that is even close to breakfast tacos, Austin breakfast tacos, is San Antonio breakfast tacos. They've got some good ones down there. You like breakfast tacos, Skull Mike?
Who does not like breakfast tacos?
I would think you're more of a, more of a omelet kind of guy.
No. Breakfast tacos all the way.
I love breakfast tacos.
Yeah, of course. Omelets are okay, but 9 out of 10 times it's taco time. So it looks like the boys have decided to take that 15-minute break. We were about 15-minute break, 15 minutes away from a 15-minute break, but since we got down to the FT, a wise move by the TD.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. You will see the clock. We do not have our flux capacitor today, so we are going to take the break. So when the clock comes, you see there, we'll get down to 0. We'll get cards back in the air. You are watching The Art of Poker, a monthly occurrence here at the Lodge Mahal in Austin, Texas. We are approaching midnight Central Time, and we will go and be here until a winner is crowned. We're going to take a short break. We are about a minute away from cards being back in the air. We have 9 players remaining. This is the Art of Poker. 259 entries today. All ponied up $250. 52,836 in the prize pool. This is a monthly occurrence at the lodge. What is the second weekend? Actually, the third weekend of each month, the Art of Poker. We are about to hit, we are 11:53 p.m., so we're 7 minutes away from midnight. And we're going to about get ready to cards in the air. We will have the seats reassigned. They had a redraw for the seats, so the players that we just saw may or may not be in the same seats. And there we go. There's our final 9 right there. New chips on the table.
And the good news, we all broke a
Red
1,000.
chip is 100,000.
It's a lot of money for the good.
Blue chip is 25,000, and orange chips are 5,000. Blinds right now are 20,000, 40,000, 40,000. I think we've got another 14 minutes or so in this level.
Seems like some inflation might have happened or something between now and then, right?
Still alive. 6 raises to 145.
I don't know where my reader is.
You were right over it right there.
9 folks. 1 fold.
I want to give a big shout out to Jim Bonix, who's our moderator tonight. Appreciate it. Mixing with Big Slick. He's got about 12 big blinds. You see all of the stacks. Looks like Adam is the chip leader. 1.2 million chips for Adam.
Thank you.
Thank you, Drew's Lens. I just
505.
took it off the split screen. Good call there, Drew's Lens.
Orderly stack.
You'll see it in a second here as it. Reyes with Ace Jack. Gonna lay it down.
Wow.
Good back. Good one.
Thank you, sir.
Good lay down indeed there from Reyes. So Adam's got 1.2. A lot of middling stacks. That was a big pot there for Mixson. Blinds go up quickly in this Art of Poker structure. So
Is John working tonight, or was he okay?
Yeah, he just
Ricky
waited
there
a minute ago.
in seat 8.
Unless he's
growing that flow
whatever
out,
that is,
huh?
like early release.
Ricky looking sharp. Always so generous.
No.
Early release sounds like prison.
Give us a
Might be closer.
lottery.
A lottery
scratch.
ticket. I wonder if this is gonna win me $1
You
million.
want to chop? If I win, you win?
Yeah.
We chop? Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
but I
Good
just
deal.
don't know how to do these. These lottery tickets these days are just too complicated. Just
Get a penny and you just start scratching. And then read.
90.
2 raises to 90. 3 folds. 4 folds.
Not a whole lot of time to waste in this structure, as I was alluding to. So, X blind level, you're going to see the chips going in because the stacks are just going to be short. And this is the time to run good. As we see the Tranimal in chat. Why is his name Andrew T? It should be Tranimal. So tired of these regulars and legends and family and friends that come into the chat with these names that just aren't right.
very formal. Andrew
Yeah, it's
T.
easy. Yeah, just change it. Not going to address your question until you change your name.
Shout out to Roger Franco, who wanted to help commentate tonight. Roger.
You gave him the shaft?
No, I just said that you were on your way. We couldn't do 3 in the bunker.
Yeah, no. 3's a no-go.
Mixson K9 Wolf will lay it down. Connor in the small blind will make the call with the 8-5 suited. So battle of the blinds here. Reyes with 10-4. Jump ball here. Who wants it more?
5 checks, 6 checks. Five checks. 6 bets, 40,000 and then 40,000.
I would have called 30.
Oh. He tried to bet 30. It didn't work.
65 hands into the stream, but many more hands have been played for all these participants.
Looks like Adam in the 9 seat. The chip leader, 1.26 million chips. The Goodster also over 1 million.
One raises to 80. 2 fold. 3 fold. 4 fold.
Christopher raises here with King Queen suited. Under the gun.
Re-raise.
And Chris with the re-raise.
180.
So we got a Christopher and a Chris. That is Chris right there with Ace Jack, and that is Christopher. There's the call. So Chris, both players with almost identical chips stacks.
A flop here, piece for both.
7's all in.
Snap jam from Chris with the jack. Don't see Christopher laying down top pair with the draw for the straight as well. Doesn't have any diamonds. Could be beating busted diamonds, losing to aces, kings. A set likely would not be doing this. Wants a count.
580. One calls.
And the call's been made, so 1.5 million chips in the middle. And Chris, who was loving being on the stream. I walked by Chris before he got settled at this feature table. He was on the phone with his family. Can he survive?
They have exactly the same amount of chips.
And he cannot. That's 2 pair for
And
Christopher.
Chris,
It's gone.
Chris is done.
Down to 8.
580 to 580.
Well
They
played.
had exactly the same amount of chips.
Good players.
Crazy.
Okay.
Good, Bob. Crazy.
Good.
Put me to the test.
About $1,100 for Chris.
Yeah.
Nice day's work.
I was trying to think what he had.
Like me
Did he
too.
flop a straight?
I felt like he had exactly just about that.
What he did?
He had Jack 10 or Ace Jack. I don't know. Really the only 2 hands that made sense to me.
You're going to that square.
Okay.
I mean, I
Players are going to stretch out a little bit.
Button is on
I
him.
don't think he shoves ace queen. I think he shoves king queen.
Yeah.
Maybe
So we're down to 8 players.
Yeah, I was surprised to see no diamonds. Either one.
Even though the graphics are showing 9, we are down to 8.
he has some flush draws, but he doesn't do that with just a flush draw either. He's still going to have a pair with it at least. You got a dirty stack over there on his bench, by the way. But
Thanks, man.
yeah, didn't make king queen an easy call though either.
No.
Still. Man, you got to think you have the best hand, but even then,
He's got a lot of chips. That's
even
not like-
then, yeah, I mean,
Blinds 20,000, 40,000, 40,000.
Exact same.
Just minutes away.
Now you're over $1 million.
For now, I've been over $1 million before.
From blinds going up. Christopher now the chip leader, 1.58 million chips. And we will move to hand number 68. 8th place now will get 1427.
Big hand here for Ricky. He's been quiet so far. Haven't seen much from him, but he knows what to do with these.
does that one spin too?
Yeah.
Looks like a little flying saucer.
Big blind Adam.
It's cool. Kind of like
Not willing to
hypnotizing you.
defend.
Spin it slow enough.
Ricky is, again, one of those players that we seem to always see
Gone one just like
go deep in these tournaments.
Very, very strong tournament player.
Ain't big, but it looks so intriguing.
I just wanted something not to
gears
break,
on it.
man.
Yeah.
'Cause
Roger Franco is in chat.
At work, I got to be messing with something all the time.
Good old Roger.
Makes sense.
Another tournament
Under the
crusher.
gun, Mr. Kevin. And the gun will fold.
Mixson had a deep run in the World Series of Poker main event this past summer. He and High, J-Win all had deep runs, but Mixson made it the longest. I think 72nd
Sounds about right.
main event. All in moment here for Connor. Remember, he was down to 3 big blinds after we had a 2-outer from Pedro. So Adam's going to make the call with ace queen. And we're going to have a heads up. And this is for Connor's tournament life.
My second
Come on.
hand after the 7-8 is
It's
the 9.
juicy. That's me.
The 9-8.
Don't wait so long. Short stack. Need time to get lucky. That's not the luck. I need some spades.
Connor's got unlucky once before.
Oh, lots of outs now.
What a turn card for Connor.
Spades, 8, 6, 9.
And he's gone.
He's done.
Good game, guys.
Connor
Yeah.
turned the world there.
Everybody.
Yep. Have a good one, bro.
But Adam now, 1.6 million. Back with the chip lead, and we are down to 7. Good run for Connor. He will walk out of here with $1,427. 7th place, $1,796. So
Can we have an agreement here on
$350
that wall?
difference between 8th and
I don't think that's allowed.
7th.
Nobody has paid any attention to that the whole time.
You like these spinners, Rick? You read it?
No, they are very 2020
Yes, straddle. I-
fidget spinners.
Yeah.
Remember
What's
the Rage?
I never got one.
I got one. We need the chairmanator to remove that chair.
I've thrown money away in more spots in poker than straddling right now in this tournament. I know that much. Doesn't mean it's a good decision still, but
One call.
I sure have done it.
Christopher.
I'm more
hits his
interested
ace.
in hearing that clock coming down. Blinds going up
One bets 50.
after this hand.
Shall break?
No.
Blinds are going to be 30, 60, 60.
Gonna get this thing over.
Yeah, I want to walk through the yard.
Every 14 minutes, we'll just do a break from now on.
2 pair. Goodster still with hopes and dreams, looking for a 10-ball corner pocket. No 10.
Oh, sorry, but
Players starting to yawn.
This
They're
is
going to make
Pedro.
me tired.
Somebody get Pedro a pillow. I mean, shit. Check mark for Christopher sitting on 1.2. Made that good call against Chris, and he's starting to heat up.
Good hand. Thanks.
So the blinds are now up 30, 60,000, 60,000. So everybody took a big hit just now to their
Blinds, man, they
average big blinds.
At least now we got more people. Takes a little longer to get around.
Budget Chicken is coming to the Lodge Mahal.
Five-handed, and we were five-handed, like you said, hour and a half.
So you going to tell anybody, you made reference when we caught on air about some big game this Thursday and Friday?
5K level 2 would be nice.
Gonna-
15, 25K.
We have enough to disclose. I'm going to have to wait for the socials. And then, you know.
All in for Pedro. Big Slick.
Maybe for the diehards.
One full.
If we get a little quick spike in the thumbs, I'll start chatting.
I fold.
Three calls.
Mixson makes the call, and this is for Pedro's tournament life. Mixson tries to knock out a player with 9-7 suited.
Pedro's had so many lives.
8 of diamonds.
spade.
Diamond possibilities for Mixson, looking for a 9-7 or a diamond.
Two spades.
There's the diamond,
Oh, shit.
and Pedro is gone.
Good play with you.
Good game.
Mixson
I didn't want to say it before the flop, but I folded 2 diamonds.
guns him down in a nice way.
I didn't want to tell you I had folded your house, but now
And we're down to 7.
I'm okay doing it. It was really good playing with you, man. It was fun.
Good logo.
Or 6. We're down to 6. 7th place will pay Pedro $1,796. Now everyone at this table is locked up a
We're gonna
minimum of
back to
2,351.
Yeah, but
And here's the chairmanator.
that 3,000 makes up
Double
almost
duty.
all
Can
of
she
it.
do 2 with?
2 chairs.
Oh, wow. She can. She doesn't even flinch. Smooth. Wow. Look at that form.
Not
Get them out of here, chairmanator.
Wow.
She barely let Pedro out the door before the chair was hitting Pedro in the ass on the way out the door.
I mean, it's late.
Hey, we got to get going. Skull's got to get it down to San Antonio for the Turbo, 9:15 a.m. Breakfast taco in hand.
Yikes. Cards in the air. 9 hours from now? Shit. Yikes. 2-hour drive? Oh, God.
Christopher with the Gretzky hand.
Three full.
Mixon's brother in chat just needling Kamran. Looks a little bit more comfortable in the tournament streets than Cash. Lately, I would agree. In a good spot here, though, sitting on 1 million chips. It is really anybody's ball game with our remaining 6 players.
Danger here for Reyes. He does hit top pair. But Christopher with a better pocket pair in his hand.
One bet's 400. 6 fold.
Wow, Reyes just snap folds the 8. Doesn't even really think about it with his top pair. A good fold by him to continue to stick around.
Christopher now over 2 million in chips, far and away the chip leader.
Seen a number of good folds tonight from a few different players, so these 6 have earned their right to be here still standing late or early Sunday morning.
8 fold. 1 fold.
With just under 6 million chips in play, Christopher's got a third of the chips in play.
2 raises to 150. 3 folds. 6 folds. 7 folds. 2 raises.
Ooh, dang it.
What is it with poker players that they just wear the hats and the hoods?
Yeah.
What's the percentage of poker players right now in America at the tables
We could do a spot survey
wearing a hat right
here
now,
at the
playing?
lodge.
What's the percentage? Let me know in chat. How many players at the table in your game that you're playing in right now? How many of them are wearing hats?
6 fold.
All in.
7's all in.
Good luck.
Ricky's going all in here. Quick fold.
Chairmanator bringing chairs into the bunker. They're just coming left and right. We gotta dodge the chairs over here. Oh, Lord.
There you see the stacks. Reyes, the short stack at the table with 12 big
They
blinds.
don't want us here all night. They know how we play.
Yeah, this is going so high. It's gonna. I think we'll be here an hour. Unless, I don't know.
Yeah, right. Chat's asleep right now. They can't give them names for the weekend. No.
Son, I guess on a crazy
I saw Knitbull in the room tonight.
Does tend to happen.
He was playing a little poker. Cowboys for Ricky.
7 raises to 1.
Gonna make it 125.
8 folds. 1 fold. 7 limps.
DW in a good mood today.
Pardon me.
Throwing the STFU on us. We love you. Blinds are at 30,000, 60,000, 60,000. Graphics will catch up, folks. We will make a note of it. As long as you know and me, I know, it's okay.
6 folds, 7 folds.
Mixson raises to 120,000.
8 folds.
Nobody's making the call. Christopher with some Broadway cards. Goodster in the big blind says, not too much more. I'll make the call. Open ender for Goodster.
2 checks.
And just the joint for Mixson.
done that a few times today.
Come on.
Oh, my goodness.
All in.
Goodster ran into it.
Dry
It's
dead.
over.
Huge pot here for Mixson.
It's done. Goodster, see you later. What a run for him. He is a great poker player, but he zigged when he should have zagged right there. Ran right into it.
I thought I was trapping you.
And you just heard he thought he was trapping him.
You got me covered.
How can you trap somebody with 8 high?
Don't do that, Kevin. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Fuck, man.
What a flop, though. Just enough for Goodster to go with it. But Mixson,
It's fun,
nothing
guys.
better.
This was a good tournament.
Very nice gentleman right there. Goodster. He's a lodge regular. We love him. Ran into Mixson, though.
Green.
Green, I told you it was green.
And all of a sudden, Mixson.
He said green.
1.9 million chips. Reyes in trouble here with just 8 big blinds, and Pickleball Lauren will take over for Final Table Kev. Look at this, the average tank time, Skull, a new graphic. Christopher sitting at 30 seconds.
Camera on the rail.
Mixson 10 seconds. I like this graphic.
Yeah, I don't know if this is completely...
You know what I mean?
This has only been in about 10 hands or
Yeah.
so since the FT or whatever, 15,
As much as
20
we would
hands.
all love that.
So we don't have enough information yet, but as the stream goes along, those numbers will rise.
I like that graphic.
I do like the graphic.
You just walk over and I flop the nuts, so.
I know. I'm good at it.
I like that.
I'm so good at poker.
You're actually,
Fucking set over set it.
you're actually running pretty good, except for that.
Oh, the reckless Ron there on the rail, watching.
Just a guest hollering in through the door. I like a little rail going on for a tournament.
I don't mind the rail.
Do you guys need me to leave?
Yeah.
Railbird.
Jerome Teal in chat, the leader of the Australian Mafia.
I was wondering where you're.
Jerome like stays for three hands and then leaves, but at least he
over there.
comes.
I mean, the dude sent us gifts from Australia.
I know.
And you're yelling at him?
No, the picture is
for
still
tournaments.
hanging
It's too
up,
quiet
Jerome
here.
Teal,
It's actually good.
that you made of me and
But-
Skull jumping out of an airplane.
Not until now.
That's fun.
Austin City No Limit? Yes, it was the second time he flopped the straight. All in for Mixson.
Starting to step on the gas and apply pressure to the shorter stacks. And Reyes says, let's go
Wow.
with it right now. Calls with the 10-7 and Mixson in the lead with the Jack-6.
Mixson can't believe he's in the lead here.
It's a big pot here. Reyes needs it to stick around. He'd be just south of $1 million. One more card to come. Reyes is gone.
It's done. And Mixson is just mowing people down. 3 eliminations from Mixson alone.
Mixson, keep doing what you're doing.
No problem, dude. I'm happy. Happy to do that.
He's doing all the heavy lifting, and Reyes is done. Reyes will finish in 5th place.
Maybe I don't need my good
He
luck
will
charm.
walk out of here with $3,170.
I know.
pretty
Makes
funny.
sense though.
Yeah, because
Everybody now guaranteed 4-3-3.
And no talk of a chop yet.
Mixon's not chopping. Nobody's chopping. Look at that, Ricky.
Where am I going?
Did you see Ricky with the assistance to the Chairmanator?
Nice.
Mixson seems locked in. Tabasco down, though.
It's taken 12 hands, but we have had 3 eliminations in the last 12 hands.
It's very uncool. much is it? 125.
Ricky, the short stack. Adam with a real one, four-handed. Ricky going to defend the suited 10-7, and he is in trouble. But on a flop like this, he'll be able to get away. Not really the best flop that Adam wanted to see. But with the chip advantage, going to represent something, a small wager, and that gets it done.
Ricky now with less than 10 big blinds.
Air Miranda in chat.
Miranda. How you doing?
Nice to see Miranda.
Mixon, how many
here.
chips do I have? What do you think? Can't really count.
She always had great tennis shoes. She wore the,
660? All right. There's no.
what do they call them? The kicks. What do the kids call them? The kicks.
She had great everything, Rick.
10 big.
Yeah, she's a great lady.
All in.
Ricky's gonna jam the small blind.
Damn it, I kind of hoped we got a count, so I knew how close I was.
I think you're
Just
right.
guessing.
asked for one.
Yeah, just guessing.
I'm going off of it.
Jerky King of Round Rock is busy deciding on what the newest flavor of jerky is. I still think mango pineapple spice.
No, that sounds terrible. Mango pineapple spice jerky. Are you out of your mind? Nobody's eating that.
You always got to reach for the stars.
Don't mess with a good thing. You know TKO jerky over 100K in sales?
Nice.
Action on Christopher. Gonna
Dude,
check
no,
the
I
big blind to the
exactly
flop we
that.
go.
Was it close?
I think you're.
I mean, I'm
These
sure
are
it was
two.
close.
That's 3, 4, 5, 750 minus.
259 runners in this event, down to
630.
4 with about 13 minutes left in the level.
750 minus
690.
120.
Right?
630, yeah, 630. So it's like 30 off.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good guess.
It's unbelievable.
Mystery hand here for Adam. Not quite sure what he's got. But this is a man with 5 high getting after it.
100.
Adam will not be bullied by the larger stack. He wants to see the turn card, Lauren. Give us the turn.
Little
Picks up-
mystery hand.
Picks up a pair. Hearts get there now. I believe we'll slow down for a little pot control in position. Does. 2 pair, though. What will Adam do after he calls the flop? Out of the small blind. Kind of smells like a 6 or a 10 from Adam. And it is a 6. So the 5 goes down in flames and a pot goes to Adam's way. A big pot for him now, 1.6. Everybody kind of just waiting for Ricky to make his move. Pay jumps are real now, 4-handed. And Ricky's not going to waste much time. He'll be putting in the chips here shortly. I'm going to wait for one more elimination, I believe, Rick, and then I'm going to
Get some sleep.
and pull that 20K bounty tomorrow. I'll buy you some tacos. A little 20K. Or maybe I'll see you there. Because you don't sleep. Like, I'm a sleeper. You don't sleep. You're going to be up at 7 no matter what time you get home.
You're right.
So,
It's a curse.
why don't you playing pickleball with who tomorrow? Is that a lie? That was a lie. That was a bluff?
No, it's open play tomorrow
You
afternoon.
can skip the open play
I
for
can.
a free buy-in to the mystery box. I'll see you down there. We'll have breakfast tacos together.
Head on to the Lodge San Antonio tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. There is an overlay for The 250,000 mystery bounty. Pull a $20,000 bounty.
Very rude.
Not too shabby. That's overlay alert.
Very on head.
Skull's going to be down there.
How much you got? 630?
Mixson ace 5.
Going off what you say.
Ricky's got the flow, man. He's got nice.
Yeah, he's growing it out for the wintertime. You know?
Nice flow going on for Ricky.
He had 650.
Ricky's also a jerky guy. He's got a little jerky company of his own.
Bring the camera in here.
Right on you.
So the blinds will not be reduced. As we are four-handed, they will stay. Blinds and antes will stay 30, 60, 60. When we get the heads up, then it will change.
Got 75.
Mixson fires out here with ace high. Middle pair here for Adam. Makes the call. Now the flush opportunities, along with a gut shot opportunity for Mixson. So he's got a combo draw now. Yeah. Still, though, Adam way in the lead.
Picks up equity. Has all the chips, but slows down. A little surprised that he checks there on the turn. I would have barreled again, put a lot of pressure on a hand like a jack, especially with Ricky with the shorter stack. So let's see what Mixson wants to do here on the river now with just ace high. The story wouldn't make a whole lot of sense, and he just shuts it down, and Adam's going to take that one down, and now he becomes the new chip leader. I think Mixon's going to be a little upset when he watches that hand back. A little 500K in chips that got away from him. See these three players now extremely close. Ricky just at 550. And he's thinking right now, maybe this is the hand, or I'm going all the way.
About 9 big blinds for Ricky.
He sends it.
If you need a count, ask Mixson.
600. Nice.
Ricky's going to take down the much-needed blinds and antes there.
Yeah, every pot crucial at this point.
Every 4 hands, you're putting in 150,000 of your chips in the form of blinds and antes. So Ricky is going to have to make some plays here.
Might jam this one as well.
All in.
Does ace 4. Puts it all in. There's a pocket pair for Adam. Going to ask for a count. He's got some players behind him, though.
Four-handed pairs are hard to come by. You have the short stack doing this with a hand just like this that you have crushed. But let's say you had a hand like ace 10, ace 9, ace 8, then we're just flipping. Does Adam want to take his shot?
Jeez.
Got to win your flips in tournaments, and this right here, not a flip. You have your opponent in rough shape, but he lays it down. And And Ricky's going to get it through unless Mixson. Doesn't look like he's too interested. Into the muck it goes. 2 pots in a row for Ricky, and now he's at 900K. You know, Rampage Poker's coming this week.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we're gonna have Rampage on the show on Thursday and Friday.
That poor guy goes through some trouble. Been reading posts in the social media.
You know, Bulldog's gonna be back this week too.
British Bulldog, Rampage, at the same table.
Remember our good friend Jersey Joe?
Jersey Joe.
Can I get a truly?
What about F and Bob and Fred Flintstone?
2 legends of the stream. You're going to have all these people at the same table?
And Scuba?
Oh, Scuba's a legend.
Imagine all those players in the same game. Oh, just wait.
Coming this week.
Is there room for Muscle Mike at the table too?
Nice. I like that game already. The snowman for Christopher. To the flop we go. Mixson's in trouble here.
Nothing going for the Jack-9 suited. Should be an easy fold for Mixson. Unless he really wants to get out there in the streets, but this would have to be a kamikaze type of maneuver. Really represent that king. He's thinking about it, trying to get a read on Christopher. Who might fall to a humongous raise, putting Mixson on a king, but Mixson really just with Jack high and not much going on the turn and river to make a good hand, but he is deliberating here on this flop. Mr. Tabasco man himself. And the whitest hands in all of Round Rock, right? Does this man see the sun? Into the mud. It's gone. I can say that. You know why? Because I think my hands are wider than his. Ricky Bobby, are you going to take the reins?
Yeah, Skull, take off.
What are the chances we see you down there? I'm going to say 23% we see you down there tomorrow. Is that safe? 23%? Fair?
Probably not.
Wow, we're going down to like 12%? 12%.
12%.
Wow. That's not that good. You never really want to be 12% going into the river.
Patrick Good was the Goodster. He's in chat. You did well today, sir. Congratulations. $574 people watching at 12:37 a.m. Central Time. We appreciate each and every one of you. Schedule next week for our streams. Skull has already alluded to a few.
Yeah, 5-10, 25 game on Thursday. And then Friday, we're probably going to juice up the stakes to a little 25-50 action. Also, scheduling a game for early December, a little 200-400 in the works.
On Wednesday, you'll see some of the main event. It won't be the final table, but we'll give you some feature table action on Wednesday.
Yeah, the $1,200, $1 million guarantee main event.
And then Saturday and Sunday, the main event as well. So if you like tournament poker, 3 streams next week. Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Sunday will be the main event, day 2.
I think that's going to be the final day. So we'll play down probably to a winner, I believe, on that Sunday.
So in between, so the schedule next week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days of tournament, and then 2 days, Thursday and Friday. And Skull already let you know that Rampage Poker will be in town and playing on our stream Thursday and Friday.
Yeah, so with some absolute lunatics on Thursday and Friday. There's going to be blood for sure in the streets and on the felt. But we need to get to 3 more eliminations to crown a champion in the November 2024 AOP. And you know, nobody wants it more than one Kamran Mixson, followed by one Ricky Hirsch, and Adam and Christopher with about 4 million in chips combined. So quite the finish we're going to have this morning.
It raises to 160. One holds.
I'll see you tomorrow, Rick.
All right, Skull Mike taking off. He'll be in chat in about 20 minutes from bed, under the covers. Ricky and Adam both with hearts here. Heads up. 3 hearts would be fun. Got 1. King for Adam. Pair of kings. Trips now. And the check mark.
120.
But Ricky's going to fire out here. And will Adam bring the boom here? Does not. Just makes the call. Let's see if Ricky will continue. He does.
All in.
Oh, my God.
Call both hands.
It's over.
Nice. Nice.
Ricky made a run, hit the jack on the river.
Fine with you, man. You too. As
Ricky
well.
Hirsch, another great tournament for Ricky. And he is going to finish in 4th place.
Nice hand, nice hand.
And walk out of here with $4,333. All he does is make final tables. That's all he does. Down to 3, and there's the Chairmanator. Take the chair, Chairmanator. Scott Friedman checking in from McKinney. Rez wants to know when I'm going to play on the stream again.
Yep.
Sometime soon.
Gonna be a minute. Gonna be a minute.
What did you say? Oh,
Wow, second half.
Hey, go ahead and stand up. We'll be good.
it's like, I don't want to do that.
Adam with 3 million chips. Little over 6 million chips in play. He's got about half of them. The Turbo tournament tomorrow is at 9:15 a.m. in San Antonio for the Mystery Bounty Tournament. Could you imagine? Skull goes down there, plays in the Turbo, qualifies for the tournament day 2, which is tomorrow as well, and then pulls a $20,000 bounty? Skull could do that.
Now we got a red. Now in plural, we got a red.
Adam with his ace here. Will make the bet, and Mixson will get out of the way. "23 minutes left in this blind level. Got about an hour or so before we take the next break. Who knows? We may be done before that happens. I'm not going home till this is done. Walker asks, are memberships good at both locations now? No, not yet. They're working on it. One thing I can tell you, Odds Bar and Bistro is looking really good. The finishing touches are being made. Should have a soft opening this month and open to the public next month, sometime next month. Food is going to be amazing. It looks fantastic in there. You can, if you ever come to Lodge Austin, you can peek in the window and you'll see the progress that's being made next door. It's going to be a very nice restaurant, full bar. You'll be able to order food while playing poker and have it delivered by waitstaff right to your seat without even getting up. It's going to be good stuff.
Bet 250.
Over 550 watching on this Sunday morning at the Lodge. Boy, I'm excited. Some of those games this week that Skull just let us know. Wednesday will be tournament poker, but Thursday and Friday, Rampage Poker comes back. We were, the first 2550 game he ever played was on a Lodge live stream a couple years ago. Things have changed a little for him.
Big checks. That's it.
Mixson hits his queen here on this flop. Queens and threes. And Christopher will lay it down. John is kind of trolling me there. He says, wow, food brought to the table, so revolutionary. Well, it's a nice touch, John. I'm not going to lie. It's a nice touch, and we're looking forward to it here. We've already got the best poker room on the planet. Add a restaurant to it. There you go.
All in.
All in from Mixson with 10-7 suited. And he's going to take down the hand from the small blind. Josh, restaurant, we should have a soft opening sometime this month. Open to the public next month.
All in.
Mixson goes in all in again. On the button this time, trying to get the blinds. And Christopher in the big blind with king 4 offsuit will lay it down. So Mixson takes 200,000 chips worth of blinds and antes and puts them into his stack. Every 3 hands, you're putting 200,000 of your chips into play. Mixson with the jiggities. It's been all in a couple times this orbit. And he's going to make it another time. And he's going to take more chips. Starting to stack chips. Now with 1.8 million chips. Sam wants a lodge in Virginia. You never know. One thing's for sure. We're not stopping at Austin and San Antonio. I would be pretty confident about that statement, but you never know where we're going to go to next. Chatsville, who do you think? Christopher, Mixson, or Adam? Who's taking it down? The Art of Poker, November 2024 edition. Players get the trophy, headphones, and up top, $12,969. We used to frame all of the winners. When you come to the lodge, you'll see in a section of the club, we probably have 150 framed pictures of former tournament winners. We stopped doing that. Otherwise, we'd be wrapped around this building. Mink, no one has hit the bad beat yet. It's sitting at 211,000. Goes up 1,000 every day. Lodge, bad beat. If you're playing cash in either one of the rooms when it hits, you're going to get $200. Every person playing cash will get $200. And then after that, the remaining money, half will be split between, half will be given to the person who lost the hand. 25% of the remaining money will be given to the person who won the hand. And then the last 25% table share. And Mixson goes all in yet again. Far and away the most aggressive player right now at this table. Another all in gets him more chips. And Mixson now closing in on 2 million chips. Red chips are 100,000. Light blue chips are 25,000, and the orange chips are 5,000. Both players flop an open ender.
125.
Adam now with a flush draw. But it's Christopher who's going to fire out something. He's going to fire out 150. Into 730,000. Adam's going to raise here to 425,000, and he's going to take it down. And Adam now, 3.1 million chips. Christopher, the short stack. Christopher with 18 big blinds.
Oh, sorry, Lauren.
Bottom pair here for Adam. Now Mixson turns a pair of 9s and picks up gut shot possibilities. There's the 10. Now this is an interesting card, as both players have a straight now. But Adam with the flush.
450.
Mixson with the king high straight.
Flush.
Bets 450 and Adam snap calls. And will take down a 1.3 million chip pot, and that was a disastrous river card for Mixson. As Skull Mike now is under the covers at home. Yeah, Adam just snap called there on that hand with not even a thought of raising after he hits the flush. I thought that was rather quick action from Adam. But who am I? These guys have navigated through 259 people to be the final 3, 259 entries to be the final 3. He did not have the straight flush. No, it was Mixson had the king high straight and Adam had the flush. It was not a straight flush. A lot of people in chat are saying should have been a raise there. I'll leave it up to you tournament pros. I am not a tournament pro. He knew he had a flush, though, as he quickly said flush. Christopher going all in here with Queen 5 for his remaining 1.2 million. He and Mixson have almost identical chip stacks. I think Mixon's going to have him covered if our graphics are correct.
I just raised 1.2, so I guess I have about 1.4.
Christopher raising. And Christopher starting to take down some pots. You can always see how many chips they have at the top of your screen. Adam, 3.7 million chips. Mixson now the short stack, 1.2 million chips. Blinds go up every 30 minutes. It's a lot easier. Remember, these guys have been playing for over 12 hours. Mixson goes all in. He's got an ace in his hand. All in. And Christopher, also with an ace in his hand, is asking for a count. This would be for Mixson's tournament life.
I need to gamble.
All right, so Christopher is going to gamble here. Mixson's in great shape. Has Christopher dominated for a 2.5 million chip pot.
Nice hand.
But this is for Mixson's tournament life.
We'll see. I'll wait for the result and then
You
I'll
want to chop? Probably not.
On hand number 111.
Just no 8. Give me a chance.
That's a chance.
Oh, shit. No club.
There's the 8 for Mixson. No 5, no wheel for Christopher, and Mixson
So one time I call you.
is going to cripple Christopher.
Have ace 8 all those other times.
Christopher down to 4 big blinds. Some of you are saying the audio might be going in and out. Give us some feedback here. Let us know if that's the case. Maybe exit out of the stream and come back into the stream. Every now and then that might happen. But since we're on about 22 hours every single week, things can happen from time to time. I want to thank everybody for subscribing to our channel. Over 200,000 people. So here's Christopher's all in for his tournament life. Mixson a chance to knock Christopher out. Ace 8 again. Christopher needing some help. Looking for a 10 or a 3. Nope, it's over.
Good game, man.
You too, man.
And Christopher gets knocked out and eliminated by Mixson, and we are down to heads up. Good run for Christopher. He'll finish in 3rd place. And the Chairmanator. Come on, Chairmanator. Chair, chair, chair.
Yes. To the 7 seat. And Mixson to the 2 seat.
Take that chair out of here, Chairmanator.
Oh, this is this one.
Folks, we're down to heads up. Christopher walks out of here with $5,970. One of these players is going to win the trophy, headphones, and $12,969.
Oh.
Mixson with the jiggities. 2.7 million. Adam with 3.5 million.
Blinds are up 102.
Blinds are now up. $50,100,000. 100,000.
It seemed big in my head, but then I didn't even look at it, and I was like,
Just trying.
Skull Mike makes a good point. in that the hand against Adam, when Mixson had the king high straight and Adam rivered the flush, Mixson could have been gone. Had Adam decided to raise there, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. That is tournament poker. Mixson survived that. Every two hands, 250,000 of your chips going in the middle in the form of blinds and antes. We just finished hand number 116. All right, chat, let me know, what hand number do you think we will have a winner? Your turn to say, Slick, that was me who said hand number XXX. Lap Dwakin says hand number 143. 0 to 60 says 123. Fish R 125. Reyes 136. You know, all decent guesses. Please no one say 342. I mean, I love poker. Well, we've been on since 9 p.m., so we've been on now 4 hours and 15 minutes. Skull Mike, in his expert opinion, says hand number 124.
$6.25.
Reyes, make it $6.20.
Great split screen by our crack staff, production crew. Queen 10 versus ace queen. A queen here, and it could be over. Ace for Mixson. Backdoor flush possibilities for Adam. He's going to reach for some chips. Love the check there from Mixson. Adam fires out 300,000. All in. And Adam says, I was kidding. Just kidding, Mixson. Relax. Mixson now, 3.7 million chips. I'm going to personally invite John Cinnabon to come and commentate one night and see how you could hang, buddy. Cowboys for Mixson. Get in touch with my people, and we'll see if we can get you on, John. Ace-5 offsuit for Adam. Mixson can smell it right here.
That's 200. Cool.
Turns the set of kings.
Can I take it over? I'm dealing? You said I could, right?
1 million chips in the pot.
450.
Mixson's going to fire out here with the check mark and the set.
On.
All in. A snap call. It's over.
Oh, wow. Nice. Oh, nice.
What just happened there?
Did.
Mixson will win the art of poker. As a 9 on the river, Mixson, congratulations to both players. Adam tried to make a move there. He zigged when he should have zagged.
You got like a million in red, right?
But it is Mixson who will walk away with the trophy, the headphones, and $12,900. Wow.
He's got him covered.
He's easily got him covered.
Good game, man.
Yeah.
And that'll do it, folks. 259 entries. One left standing.
Let's go, Ron. We did it.
Congrats, man.
We did it, baby. Let's go.
Mixing it up. I want to thank our two dealers today,
Kev.
Final Table Kev and Pickleball Lauren. There's the payouts. Mixon will walk out of here with close to $13,000. Adam had a heck of a day. He'll walk out of here with $8,221. And he will be thinking about that hand where he rivered the flush against Mixon's King High Straight. That will be one to talk about. Want to thank our great production crew. They are the best in the business. Every employee here at the Lodge, from the front counter to the cage to all the dealers, floor staff. But mostly I want to thank the fine people of Chatsville as Mixson gets his trophy right there. The fine people of Chatsville, thanks for tuning in. We'll be back Wednesday for our next stream. It will be a tournament stream. The feature main event, some feature table action from our main event of the Mayhem Poker Series, which starts on Tuesday. And then we'll have two great cash streams with Rampage Poker coming to town on Thursday and Friday for some cash streams. And then we'll be on Saturday and Sunday again with tournament streams. So for everybody here at the Lodge live stream, get on out there, play some poker. Hopefully it's at one of our two clubs in either Austin or Round Rock. Take care, everybody.
Not bad at all. I really don't care about the money, honestly. I want a trophy. I want a trophy this morning. But you know what? This is the first time I made a live stream. That was also a goal of mine.